Hello everybody, it is Wednesday, June 18th, 2025. We are on board Royal Caribbean's Jewel of the Seas. And we have arrived at the private island, Coco Cay. And I'm going to try something new today, which is painting. Yeah, we're going to do some watercolor paintings, which is a new series I'm going to start called Painting with Denoy. So I bought some watercolor paper and a really cheap Dollar Tree paint set for watercolor. I also have a Hard Rock coffee cup from our stay at Hard Rock the other day before getting on the ship. And I also have some nicer brushes there, which you'll probably see me use as I paint. But what we're going to do is try to paint. Now, I don't know if any of you know, I used to be somewhat of an artist. Not a great artist by any means, but I did used to paint when I was a child, like 8 years old. And, you know, the teachers used to rave and just go crazy about my paintings and stuff and say, hey, you got a lot of talent. But I don't know if they were saying that because I was a kid or if I indeed had talent. So I guess we're going to find out as I attempt to paint. So today we have arrived at Coco Cay. So most of the people are getting off the ships right now. It is it's about 8 a.m. I think they're going to open the gangway if they haven't done it already. And, you know, people are getting ready to leave the ship. So I thought this would be a perfect time to have the ship all to myself, or mostly myself and the other people who decided not to disembark, and try to paint. It'll be a good first session. I also have some equipment here that I'm going to show off to you. And then I'm going to try to paint. Now the question is, where can I sit and paint? There's a little table down here. Well, let's take a view right now at the scene we're going to try to paint. This is a perfect day at Coco Cay. You can see it is Royal Caribbean's private island. And they have a water adventure park that you pay for. Most of the other parts on the islands are free. I think they may have Hideaway Beach. I don't know if they charge for that. But a lot of the beaches and the little lagoon area there is free to access. Also free food there. There's a tram. I can see disembarkation has started. People have started leaving. I don't know if you can see all those people there on the catwalk or the dock. What's that, gangway? I don't know what that's called. Maybe the gangway? Somebody who knows can probably clarify what it's actually called where the people are walking. I would just call it the dock. But anyhow, you can see there's other private islands being built. There's a little crane there in the distance. I could go down there, which will be shaded, where people are eating right now. They're the late breakfast eaters. But before we paint, let's just take a little look around. But this is what the ship looks like. If you haven't seen my other videos, I didn't really do a tour. There's been a lot of good tours of this ship. Maybe we'll walk around and loop around so you can see the pool area and stuff, since some of you might be new to this channel. But you can see this is their water slide. They actually have their own little miniature water slide thingy here. And if you go around the front there, I think that is the actual middle of the ship and whatnot. But we're at the oh, just hit one of their watch your step signs. So there we go. All right, we're not gonna do a ship tour. There's plenty of nice videos on the ship tour, the Jewel of the Seas. What we are gonna do though is try to paint. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm not sure, I want to sit out here in the sun. It is like blazing. So we're probably going to go down, set up. I'm going to show you my setup, and then we're going to try to paint. this is what we're going to try to paint. Perfect day at Coco Cay. So, make our way down. Try not to fall here. Let's see if I can't pick a nice spot here somewhere. It looks like most of the seats are taken, so I may have to move later after the people leave. I'm gonna take this one open spot even though it's still out in the sun. And oops. This is gonna be our view over here. Right over here is gonna be our view. So this will be the scene we're gonna be painting. And we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna leave the video here for a little bit, so you guys can see all the sights that are here, including the seagulls. They're literally like almost within a hand's reach, and they're coming here to beg for food. But wanted you guys to see the whole scene, and also show you my setup. So as you can see, I do have the watercolor, optimum size for watercolor cold pressed surface. I bought all these Grumbuckers, I guess, Boxer. They're meant for watercolor, so the paper's like, kind of like got a grain on it, and it's a little thick, and you can rip these off right here. And for the paint right now for this, because of portability, I decided to use Dollar Tree ones. I found these at Dollar Tree for $1.25. And let me see if I can get this open here. You know, before I do that, maybe I can set up my tripod here. So you can see I tried to make everything portable. I have a little, let me get this out here, little handheld selfie stick. Okay, but these things can't stand up on their own, and it can extend. I don't know if you can see the telescopic thing on there, so it can extend. And the top part flips open, flips up. Can't do it one-handed, so, but yeah, I could try. See how it flips up? And then it can tilt, obviously. It can tilt up and down, so I can aim it at things. And to make it stand, I created a little special bottom for it. So this is a lid from like nuts or whatever, you know, snacks. This is from, I think it's called UTZ, nuts holder, whatever, snacks. They throw them away at where I work. These people eat the snacks and don't need the container, so I took it all. But I took the lid because it looks like a good size. It's kind of heavy. It's kind of a thick plastic. And what I did was I drilled a hole in it and had a nut, a bolt, that was sized perfectly for this. And I put two washers on there to space it out because the bolt was a little bit big. And the way it works is I can just screw that on. So you can see I screw this on. And now I have a very compact camera stand. And that's what we're going to use to show the work. Ideally, you know, I could show what things look like as I'm painting. But I don't think it's going to happen because positioning. And also now that I'm seeing where I'm sitting, I can see the rail. So you know what? We may have to go upstairs and paint in the sun. Because, you know, when I'm painting, I obviously don't want to have to keep standing up to not see the rail. So we're going to go upstairs and set up and start painting. It might even be a little bit quieter over there. So we'll see what happens.